Good afternoon. You're on the air. Hello.
Mayor, do you see where the city's going to go with the fee?
I saw that, yeah.
I don't like that at all. How about you?
The pool fee, $3. No, I don't either.
It's for city people, too.
No, I know. I don't care who's used.
Not just people outside the area.
You know, I look at it this way. A 5-year-old kid doesn't know which side of an imaginary line they live on, first of all. You know, if they're over by that north side pool and they live on Plaza Drive, they just think they live in Watertown. They don't. No. Or if they live on the others, you know, whatever. It's just silly. Yeah, and you know who? Ben Schoen says 99%.
I think people come from outside the area. They're going to spend money in the city anyway.
Well, yeah, and so what if they use a pool? So what if they use a playground? Yeah.
And I see they're hiring another city engineer, too.
Mm-hmm.
I think city manager went behind closed doors, so I don't think that's legal, is it, Mayor? This wasn't a personnel matter, what I read on it.
Yeah, I don't know what they did.
This was
what is it?
Create a new position.
Did Olney say yesterday they should put all these vehicle purchases on a interest-free credit card?
I didn't see that.
I thought I saw that. Weird.
Yeah, we got to get some more police vehicles, I guess. But one thing I don't believe in is lining up new positions when we're looking at an 18% tax hike. You know, that's your biggest expense. But,
well, what's happened with the budget is there's always in the budget certain little low-hanging fruit. For instance, there was a safety ladder over at the hydro plant, the water intake,
right.
$300,000. So they just cut that out, and that knocks 3 points off that tax rate. And then there was a vacant position in assessment that they sliced. So they think they haven't cut anything. Now, as far as the pool fee, that's the mayor, and don't get me wrong, I like the mayor on some issues, but not this one. And, of course, Mr. Schoen, who says 99.99% of people can afford to have their kids pay, and the doctor, who lives in the hoity-toity section of town, probably has a backyard pool. Or if not, he can just go across the street and with the pot shop owners and swim in their big pool. So, listen, I don't know. I mean, I
don't like it. Not just
60,000.
You know,
I suggested this morning they find 300 people to each write a check for $200. That's 60,000. I'd do it, and let those kids swim. I mean, what are you going to? You can't start splitting hairs either. You can't say, well, if they've got raggedy clothes, you let them in free or something. No, it's a pool. Just let them swim.
Nickel and diamond people, my opinion. But it costs $200,000 a pool apparently to keep it going. So they're not cheap to run.
Oh no, listen. My feeling on pools is we only need one. But
well, you get an argument on that.
You know, that ship has sailed, I guess.
From a few people, yeah.
You know, they won't look seriously at other things. I mean, how many sergeants and lieutenants are there in police? And that doesn't mean you're against police or anti-law enforcement. You know, it's just that how much is enough? I mean, you know, some of the salaries, they're pretty high.
Oh, absolutely.
Up in the 140s, 130s. They're common now in City Hall.
Yeah, a lot of money, no doubt about it.
So.
Well, that's all I got.
And then, yeah.
I think the splash pad is open, Mayor. Anybody's interested?
Well, I hope it is.
It was open yesterday there, I think, the first day.
Yeah.
Had a few people up there, but.
Okay.
So, okay, Mayor.
All right, thank you.
You bet.
Good afternoon. You're on the air.